Hi friends, my name is Jer, and today I am going to lead a forgiveness meditation. This meditation is part of the Refuge Recovery program, and it's a very important step because we have to learn to forgive both ourselves and others in order to have a healthy relationship with our own troubled past and personal growth. Refuge Recovery is a Buddhist path to recovery from all types of addiction. And it's based on things like meditation and other aspects of Buddhist philosophy. Uh, Please, if you don't know about it already, go learn more at refugerecovery.org after the meditation. The meditation itself will take about 23 minutes, starting with the first bell. And don't worry about what meditation involves, just find a comfortable place to sit and follow the instructions. So we'll start with one bell and we'll finish with one bell. When you're ready, take a seated posture that is upright and relaxed. Release any tension in the body so that you're supported by the cushion or chair. Soften the brow, the eyes. Release the shoulders, neck, and chest. Breathing in, feel the sensations of the breath in the nostrils. Breathing out, soften your belly, especially if you're holding any tension in your stomach. Often we hold resentment and a hardness like a brick in the belly, full of anger and fear and suppressed judgments. We let the stomach soften with each exhale. Acknowledge how you're feeling now, your state of mind and experience in the body, as we reflect together on the possibility of forgiveness. Whether this feels like no big deal in your life or feels impossible right now. Begin the first category of forgiveness by bringing to mind someone that you've caused some harm to. Someone you've been dishonest with, had an argument with, or been unkind to. As always, don't go to the biggest, worst thing you've ever done. Just something you regret, that you feel somewhat bad about. Bringing that person to mind, begin to repeat the meditation phrase. Please forgive me for having caused you harm, whether it was intentional or unintentional. Let it be simple for now. Please forgive me for having caused you harm, whether it was intentional or unintentional. Try to keep some awareness of the person you're asking for forgiveness in mind. And just say this phrase over and over slowly, even if you don't totally mean it yet. Please forgive me for having caused you harm, whether it was intentional or unintentional. Maybe someone else comes to mind after you've asked for forgiveness from this first person a dozen times or so. Have some awareness of what happens to us when we're unkind to others. What kind of pain, confusion, and fear were we in to cause harm? Please forgive me for having caused you harm. The discipline in this practice is returning to the phrase when your mind gets involved in the story, starts justifying, defending. Just come back to the phrase. Replace those thoughts with a simple, humble request. Please forgive me. Now come back to your own breath and body and soften any tension that has developed. Start to reflect on the anger, the resentments that we hold. How often the mind is agitated, judgmental, and angry. Maybe there's categories of the people that you'd like to forgive. The ones that you're willing to, the maybes, the not yets, and the nevers. But from that first category of people that you want to forgive, but that you still have some resentment towards, bring someone to mind and start to send them forgiveness. I forgive you as much as I can in this moment for having caused me harm, whether it was intentional or unintentional. I forgive you as much as I can in this moment. Just saying those words in your own heart and mind over and over. I forgive you as much as I can in this moment. And maybe there's a whole long line of people waiting to be forgiven. All these people we carry around with us. I forgive you as much as I can in this moment for having caused me harm, whether it was intentional or unintentional, over and over. And remember that we forgive not for them, but for our own freedom. When there's resistance to forgiveness, it's ultimately resistance to our own happiness. The mind that says you need to stay mad to stay safe is confused. It's ignorant, it's asleep. Forgiveness is perfectly safe. And letting go of the offering of forgiveness to others, again, return to your breath. Breathing in, feel the sensations of the breath here and now in the present. Breathing out, soften the belly, release the shoulders and any tension in the jaw. Adjust your posture if you're becoming uncomfortable and it's hard to focus on the forgiveness. Give yourself permission to shift a little bit and then continue in stillness. Now we turn towards ourselves, towards our own mind and body. If there's any ways that we've been unkind, critical, resentful, angry at ourselves, we begin self-forgiveness, forgiving the mind for its confusion, for its anger, for its fear, forgiving the body for its cravings and aversions, its continuing to age without our permission, any way that you judge or resent your body. And forgiveness towards our own hearts, the tender heart, the vulnerable heart that has become armored, protected, and defended. Let the tension of your body melt away. Let the armoring over your heart begin to thaw. Breathe into your own heart center with the intention of self-forgiveness, saying to yourself, I forgive you as much as I can in this moment. Say, I forgive you to this mind, this heart, this body, this nervous system. it's nice to use your own first name. So say your own first name, then I forgive you as much as I can in this moment. And if self-forgiveness feels impossible right now, think of yourself as a child. Think of yourself as a young person before it was all your fault, when you were still young and innocent. Send some forgiveness to that young person who would encounter the difficulties, who would encounter the pain, the betrayals, the losses, the addictions. Let that 5-year-old self know, I forgive you. I forgive you for not knowing how to hold your pain. I forgive you for not knowing your own worth and your own ability. I forgive you. And you can find your own way with this. What is it that that part of you needs to hear? I forgive you as much as I can in this moment for all the ways that we cause ourselves harm. The judging mind, the anger, the fear, the lust, the obsessions, the reactivity. All of the ways we become confused. We meet ourselves with forgiveness and compassion. I forgive you as much as I can in this moment. Over and over, to the youngest part of yourself, to the adolescent, the young adult, the adult, whatever the present incarnation is. Using your own first name, I forgive you as much as I can in this moment, even if you don't mean it yet. letting go of this self-forgiveness practice for now. Allow the belly to soften, the shoulders, the face. Somatically release any tension as you exhale. And let yourself rest in mindfulness of how you feel right now for the final moments of the meditation, with an acceptance of our current ability to forgive ourselves and others, with humility.